Welcome to Custom Home Builder Solutions, also known as CHS, a job costing, full accounting, and profit management software for the professional home builder. In this particular video, that's a continuation in a series of videos about the estimated cost at completion being calculated by CHS based on information being drawn in from all parts of the program, like your budget, your posted actual costs, your purchase orders, etc. In this particular video, I'd like to talk about how important it is to monitor those estimated costs at completion and be able to pull a report of all your open jobs and where the current estimated profit is standing based on your current estimated costs at completion, and how CHS will calculate that for you. And I'd like to show you the difference between the different jobs. First of all, I clicked Budgets Estimates to open a list of these, and then I clicked Help, and one of them is about the ECC job variances summaries. We're going to talk about a profit summary, and you'll see here the video I'm actually working on will be here in this area. But I opened this estimated cost at completion help document, which is already open, and I went to this page, and I'd like to go over this, that you can instantly see the revised estimated profit of all open jobs based on the current ECC. And on the window that's open, to find the job for opening the ECC worksheet, there is a budget for job summaries that will open a list of reports, and one of those is the profit and cash status. If you open it, you will see how important your estimated costs at completion are for spotting jobs that are heading towards lower profits than you anticipated. Since the calculation of your current ECC allows you to spot those that are heading down early in the job's construction progress, you can take steps to cut some of the costs that will occur later in the progress. This is very valuable information for a professional home builder that wants to monitor where the estimated profit is headed on jobs at all times. Also, if you look at the right-hand side of the report as I do it, it's also a great report to see how much you are needing to draw, how much cash short you might be, and how much you might be needing to draw for payables that are in. But let's go take a look at that. So this is the list of jobs with budgets, and at the top here there's a button for job summaries and average. And I'm going to click the profit and cash status of open jobs. Now bear in mind that this is a demo, and we're not a real builders actually operating, and we've mostly just been doing work on this demo job, Vista 3811. This is another one that the builder has put in a budget for and maybe issued a little bit of a purchase order or something so that the estimated costs at completion are already going up a little over what was originally estimated. So right away it's showing the revised profit variance being down, and that's in red, so it's easy to spot those that you might want to take a look at. But what we're going to do is focus excuse me, on this demo job. Right now we have it marked as a cost plus markup job, and we put 25% in, and I'm going to go to that window again, which I've showed you a few times, and change it to a fixed and then a cost plus fee. But we had an original price calculation which was based on our budget plus 25% markup, our original budgeted costs that we entered on our budget, and here's our original estimated profit amount, which the profit percent, if you have a 25% markup, will be 20%. And I'll show you a little window I have about the difference between those two things. This revised price calculation in this column, D, is explained down here before about how it's calculated, and I'm actually just going to show you that on the worksheet. And this is our current estimated costs at completion, which actually, in this case, a cost plus markup, that's how we revised the price, is we added 25% markup into it. So if your estimated costs at completion are being higher than your budget based on change orders, purchase orders, etc., since it's a cost plus markup and you're making a 25% markup on everything, your revised profit will always remain at this 20%. And it'll go up the more costs that you're estimating you have, because that's pretty much how your contract is that you're going to get 25% of all the costs. So you can see how this report is gathering this, and if you're a builder that's doing several jobs, all the open jobs will be listed here in the section based on the type of job it is. This is a cost plus markup, and this was marked as a fixed. But let's go take a look at the window where some of that information is coming from. Also, by the way, before I leave this, this is showing that we've already received $114,000. We've actually paid $6,075 in costs. We've posted another $70,000. So we have an excess of cash available right now because of the big upfront money we received. Out to the end of the job, because we received so much up front, this doesn't mean that we're going to be short of cash. This means the net due in and out based on our current estimated cost of completion right now all the way out to the end of the job, because we've already received a pretty big chunk of it over and above what we've even posted as payables. So let me close that and close that, and I've already opened the estimated cost of completion for our demo job. And notice that our current ECC, we've gone over all of this about how this is calculated, is $359,815.70. But if I click this price and profit window, this is the window, and there is a previous video about when you're just doing your job budget before you've had any activity, how you're using this window to help set your price that will be printed on budget worksheets. But you'll notice that we have this check marked as cost plus markup. Here's our budget. Here's how we marked it all up by 25%. It does a reverse calculation. It takes this budget marked up and does a reverse calculation to say that we did mark all of our costs on our budget up by 25% for the markup column. We put in a desired profit back then of 20%. A profit percent is different than a markup percent. And if you click the question mark button, you're going to see that a profit percent is based on the total contract price, and a markup percent is based on a markup on the costs themselves. So it's a percent of the costs. So the markup percent will always be higher than the profit percent. And if you study this candy bar example, you'll probably understand that better. So this builder had typed that in, showed that in order to get a 20% markup based on this job budget, he needed a markup percent of 25%. So we had typed that in. So then it shows you the original price and profit, which is just the budget plus the 25% markup, minus the budget, shows the amount, the dollar amount of the estimated profit based on that original budget and the estimated profit percent. Now, we looked at our current ECC. We could drill down, but we already have looked at our worksheet to see the current estimated cost at completion. We add 25, we mark this up by 25% and come up with this 89,000 instead of the 87, and then we have a current revised price. The revised price minus the current ECC is that 89,000. Still remains on a cost plus markup. That revised profit percent will always show the same as we started out with, based on the very nature of cost plus markup. But like I said, as costs go up, we're going to make more money. So hopefully we don't have builders that decide to just drive the costs up to make more money on a cost plus markup. But let's see what happens if I change this to a fixed contract. And I've done this before, but I want to go ahead and do that. And we typed in, based on what is advised by CHS here, if we wanted a 20%, we typed in a hard price of $438,756.49. And then we were taking away our job budget, showing our estimated profit to be $87,000 and an estimated original. All of this is the original's 20%. Now we have that fixed price over here, plus any change order prices, and you can drill down to see those various change orders, etc. here. This is the price charged to the customer, not our estimated cost. and then plus any allowance overage or under, and we have other videos about how that's calculated. And that gets our revised price. Now notice that on the cost plus markup, it wasn't adding in change orders and allowance adjustments because that is simply just based on your cost plus a markup. This is now a fixed price plus change orders plus allowance overages to come up with a higher revised price, and then we take away what we're currently estimating our cost to be, which does include some of those change order costs, coming up with our revised profit. And our revised profit percent is going down a little. The percent of the revised price is what that is. Although we are expecting a little more profit dollars in, the profit percent of the total revised price is going down just a little bit. But we are expecting more profit dollars, so that's pretty good here. And if I close this and I go back over here and I do the job summaries of open, now that this is marked as a fixed contract, notice that it's now fixed. Here's our demo job, and that very sort of same information is going on, but we're getting totals for all the jobs this is happening for, and being able to spot where we're headed with our profits on all the jobs totaled. So let's close that for a minute. Let's go back to the ECC. Let's open that price window again. And the reason I'm talking about all of this is because I'm trying to emphasize how important it is that you keep up with your current estimated cost of completion, make any adjustments as you need, mark actual costs as done when they are done, so that you can be more current in where your profit is headed. And the calculation of where your profit is headed is very dependent on this estimated cost at completion. Let's change this to a cost plus fee type of contract and take a look at the difference just a little bit here. This is the original budget plus a fee that CHS suggested if you wanted a 20% for your original, when you're originally doing the budget. So the fee, we typed it in right here so that we will know, we can see the original budget plus fee minus the budget, what our dollar profits is, which right now on the original would be the same as what we typed in for the builder fee, and that's 20%. Now we take the current estimated cost at completion to come up with a revised price. We add that fee, which was in our contract, plus we add change order fees. And by change order fees, if we drill down to that, it's going to be the difference. You'll see that there's a price we charged and an estimated cost. We are adding what we call change order fees, which means the difference, this $2,044, is the difference between the price we charge the buyer and our estimated costs. So we're adding that we're going to collect that also as fees, that difference. So here's our revised price based on the ECC plus the builder fee plus these current fees, and that's our revised price, which is about $10,000 higher there. And then the revised price, to get the revised estimated profit minus the current estimated cost at completion, is our revised profit amount of $89,000, which is a little more than that $87,000. So over here we have a profit dollar difference, a good difference of $2,044, which basically is those change order fees that we're going to do. But since profit percent is based on the total revised price, that profit percent is going down a little. So if I close this and jump back over to that summary report, you'll see how it automatically reacts to the fact that we changed what type of job that was. Now you'll see that our demo job is showing up in a section for cost plus fee, and it shows that builder fee right here and our original price calculation, which if you take the budgeted plus this fee, you would get that, and you'll see the net of that is that fee. And it's also showing that our revised profit variance, and this is also estimated profit, is going up in dollars just a little bit. That's really because of our change orders. We're going to make that much more in fees. So that's how a cost plus builder fee will react. I would think the variance almost all the time would just be change order fees. because we are always estimating that the fee we're going to get is that original builder fee. But you can see how valuable that is and how you can get a big report of all of that if you monitor your estimated costs at completion. Like I said, be sure you're check marking that actual costs are done when they are done, or you're issuing some POs to help you know what your anticipated costs are, your that type of thing, all kinds of things, so that you can be the builder, monitor your profits, and use the estimated cost of completion as it's intended to be used in CHS. And thank you for watching.